Hey guys, welcome back to another tutorial video. In today's video, we're going to learn how we can make MongoDB's AFK system. We're going to use MongoDB for our database because we need this to work when our bot gets restarted or whatever, so it will still continue doing its job. You can still use other databases, but today's video is just specifically about MongoDB, and I really recommend using MongoDB for Discord bot in general, so there we go with the tip. You can also join to our Discord server if you have any questions or problems. I will definitely personally or my support team help you over there, or you can comment down below as well, but in Discord server we will help a lot easier and faster, so I just suggest joining over there. Anyway, so I'm not gonna talk a lot since you guys don't like me talking at the beginning of my videos, so I would just say subscribe to the channel, like the video if you liked it, and yeah, let's get into the video. Alright, so before we actually start, there's a few things you guys need to know because this might get a little bit get confusing because I think a lot of you guys don't have a lot of basic information about Discord bots, and if you do, great. But I'm gonna still say it just in case, even for yourself, if you're a professional coder, I still recommend knowing this stuff before we start the video. So alright, the first thing you need to know is basically right now I'm using a command handler and event handler. So what are those? Those are basically stuff I think a lot of you guys are coding inside of your index.js. However, in my case, I don't do that. I use my own events folder, my own commands folder. Like, those are separate folders for my stuff. So if I have a message event, I will put it in my events folder. And all of those have basically a file, so it will load those commands and stuff. So as you can see, this is my loads event file. Obviously, these are going to be linked in the description down below in the GitHub repository, but still just some basic information. This is how the command handlers are working. So basically the all code I'm gonna do is gonna be instead of the model like supposed to run, in case you don't want to use the command handler, and the events, same thing. So you gotta make sure that you check inside of the model like sports, that is where the base code is located inside of every folder that I have. So I think that's pretty clear. And yeah, just make sure you're connected into your MongoDB database. And if you're connected to that, as you can see, I'm connected right here in this line of the code. If you're connected to that, then awesome, perfect. Now we can start actually working on the bot. However, first thing we need to do is basically making a module. So the module we're going to make is called AFK.js. Obviously, if you're using MongoDB, you need to have modules like some base schemas and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead right now, click on my AFK.js, and as you can see, obviously create a folder and a file named AFK.js, and then in here I required Mongos. This is how my schema is creating and stuff. I use the user ID and the reason. These are the two things that are going to be saved inside of the database, and every single one of them are going to have a separate data. And the model name I'm going to use in my MongoDB database is going to be AFK test. You can name it whatever you want, but this is how this normal schema is going to look like. So pretty straightforward, done. Now we need to work on the command itself. So first thing I'm going to do is basically requiring the file that we just had. So right now I have it in my commands folder. So I got to go one folder up. This means one folder up. And then I go to my models folder, which is here, and then my AFK file. So obviously, if you're in another folder, this is gonna really change. Pretty straightforward stuff. Now we need to get to the important stuff, which is the code, and we're gonna also use our message event in the as the video further goes, because we definitely need that in case someone want to remove their AFK or whatever. Anyways, so now in here, checking whether basically, if you're pinging a rule, this is really useful because some people may abuse this to ping something, but this is gonna ignore them all and basically not allow them to ping anything, and it will just return it, and then it will say can ping rules. Just a simple thing for your own command security, because this happened multiple times in my Discord server, and I'm pretty sure this is gonna help a lot of people. Now, as I talked in back in 1 minute ago, whatever, as you can see, I required the model in here. Now I have to use the model. So by using this model, I mean const data away to AFK.find one. It's gonna find a data, and it's gonna be user ID. So you might be asking, well, I don't have any data yet, right, Paria? I mean, yes, you don't, but we gotta give a check for that soon right now. We're gonna also check if whether we have a data already or we don't. Now in here, as you can see, I said if there is no data, then it's gonna go ahead and make a reason. So now this is where actually stuff is really important. As you can see, I use args.slice 0.join. This is where you gotta get the argument. So the argument you're gonna put for AFK. Let me show you an example. As you can see, right now, I want to set an AFK, right? I will do for example, the question mark, which is my bot prefix, and then AFK. And then in here, as you can see, reason here, this is where you're gonna put why you're AFK, right? So this is the argument I've put. Mine is .slice the join or the space. Obviously, the reason I use join is because, basically if you put something like hello hi, it will put the reason hello only, not hi. But if we put the join, that means it's gonna basically join the arguments space together. So it will basically be like hello, hi. The reason is hello, hi, not only hello. Anyways, so now in here, we need to, if we don't put a reason, then it's gonna say no reason. This is or something like that in JavaScript. Anyway, so in here we say message.child.send, message.author.username. You are now AFK. Your reason is gonna be this reason right here, and then it's gonna go ahead and create a new AFK. It's gonna go ahead, basic new AFK database, data. I don't know why it's a database, and it's gonna be user ID, and it's gonna be message.author.id, which is our own ID, the person who set the AFK for themselves. And then in here, as you can see, is reason, and then the reason is simply the reason that we put. This reason is going to be seen in the database because you will need it for later on in the message event or future things. Obviously, we will get to that, don't worry. And then we're gonna go ahead and save the data. Make sure you have this ready. Now let's say what if we already have a data in our database? Well, simply we just do if there is a data, then do this kind of stuff. So we're gonna do this, and here it is. It's gonna go ahead and delete our last data, else if. I forgot to put else. Oh my god. Else if there's a data, then it's gonna go ahead and say, welcome back, I removed your AFK. So this is how you can basically do this kind of stuff. Well, I mean, obviously you don't need this, but for making sure, I always put this because it's kind of not useful anyways, because when you send a message after, like in your message event, we'll get to that like I said in the beginning, you're still gonna basically get your data removed. So I don't think this is pretty useful, but I still put it anyway. So there you go. Anyway, so now that we're done with our AFK, let's try it out. So I'm gonna go in my here, and I'm gonna just go ahead and do no dot. And if I do this, I can do like the same thing I just said. AFK hello hi. Let's see what it says. There's nothing yet here. Hold on, man. It's my bottom line. Oh, okay, never mind. It's fine. We're gonna do AFK hello hi. As I said, you're now AFK, a reason hello hi. There we go. Perfect as that. Now, if we check our database as well, it will also show us the full information of the person who was AFK and stuff. And yeah, whatever. So there we go. We have this here. Now we need to type a message. If you type a message, as you can see, like anything, I remove my but it's got AFK. It's because I already have this stuff here. I'm gonna remove it. I'm gonna delete this here. I'm gonna note that again. So as you can see, normally right now you should be able to set a normal AFK. But the problem is, once you set this AFK, you're not gonna have any, like, you're gonna have a lot of problems. Because whenever you type a message, after a while you come back, you're just gonna be still the same, and it's not gonna be removed whatsoever. And worse than that, no one can ping, like, if someone pings you, like, literally right now, if someone pings me here, it won't show that I'm AFK at all. Like, no matter what I do, it won't show it. So that's it. We want to do this kind of stuff, and then we're done basically for our AFK system. So now, as you can see, I already had a code in here, and I'm not gonna write it down because I'm pretty sure it will save you guys a lot of time just me explaining this kind of line of code. So as you can see, I already have my argument system and stuff around here. Well, I mean, you don't have to really be worried about this kind of stuff, but this is my message event, and well, you're gonna put this somewhere after your basically the message about return. Make sure you put that somewhere after this area in your message event. If you don't have that, then you probably should add this line of code because the normal bot's gonna use this message event. Anyways, so in here we have our mention. So now if someone mentions us, what happens? It's gonna go ahead and find the data, and as you can see, my message event, I use models AFK, like the same thing I did for my message for my AFK command. Same thing, I just copy and paste it here for requiring it. And then here I said const mentioned is equal to message that mentions the members that first. This is gonna get the first mention in our message, like the first person mentioned in our message, which was, I showed you an example right here, I think. Let me show it again. What was it? There we go. As you can see, if we ping something like this, then it's gonna go ahead and find basically data. And then if we mentioned, so okay, obviously main data means it's gonna go ahead and find the data from the user ID. And if you mentioned someone, it's gonna go ahead and get this, what is it called? So, hold on, man, I made a mistake here. I gotta put this after here because, yeah, there we go. So it's gonna go ahead and if you mention them, like in the code, if you mention, like in the description, we mention them, then it's gonna go ahead and look for the data in our database. And if there was a data existing, it's gonna go ahead and send a message saying someone is currently AFK. The reason is the reason that we put in the database, which is data.reason. So obviously the data refers to here, which we required, and yeah, in here we have const main data. This is when your data, basically whenever you send a message in the Discord server, it's gonna go ahead and remove your data. So if there was a data existing, it's gonna go ahead and basically just, if there was a data existing, it's gonna go ahead and say welcome back, I remove AFK. So if I just go to my Discord server and like sign type a message, it's gonna remove my old AFK that I had, and it's gonna say welcome back, I removed your AFK and stuff, and it's gonna delete the data from our database. Pretty straightforward, I think, and everything should work without any problems, as a matter of fact. So if I right now send the message, it's gonna remove my old AFK, because I believe I have an old AFK. If I send this here, hold on a minute, let me just try sending this. There we go. Okay, there we go. Hold on a minute. Bot. Oh, I should have been waiting for the bot to become online first. Anyway, so if I type something like this in here, there we go. Welcome back, I remove AFK dash graph. So if I do AFK hello hi or whatever, and then go to my alt account, I'm gonna ping myself over there. And there we go, it says dash graph is calling AFK. Reason hello hi. Simple as that. Obviously, you can customize the message. I mean, I shouldn't be saying that. Obviously, you know this. But if I send a message now, it's gonna go down and remove my AFK. Simple as that. You don't even have to try anything. This is why I said this line of code in the AFK command is not useful, because whatever you do is gonna still remove it after a while if you send a message in your Discord server. Anyways, I think everything is pretty clear and everything works without any problems. If you guys have any questions, just go and comment down below or join your Discord server. I think I will help you guys a lot faster over there. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I help a lot faster because I have a full support team over there. A pretty heartwarming community. And thank you guys for your support, by the way. I hope one day we reach 5k subscribers. I mean, obviously right now we're like 4.3k subscribers, and the support's been crazy. And I'm really thankful for everyone watching my videos, and it's just pretty nice, honestly. It makes me happy that I can help people with their Discord bots. Anyways, thank you guys for watching today's video. This is Dashcraft, and I'm out. Peace out, everybody. Oh, also like the video and subscribe. I forgot to say that, but there you go. Bye bye.
Number 15. A fatty spotted at Walmart. The Cheetos give him the tiggly wiggly and the shaky shaky. Now he's gonna drinky drinky.